Good evening, boys and girls. Let me get some sound on for you guys. We should be good to go in just a few seconds, and here it is. Gambit versus Stifmeister. In a best of one on Cobblestone. Gambit taking the knife round. They're going to be starting on CT side. It shouldn't be that big of a surprise to anyone where my where my support lies in this matchup. Well, I say support. I want to emphasize that I typically actually support the underdogs. I want to see a close match. I don't think it's going to happen though. I believe Gambit will destroy Stifmeister, but we have seen a few tricks up Stifmeister's sleeves. So this could potentially be interesting, but I highly doubt it. Either way, for the pistol, as you can see, Stifmeister taking a bit of mid and matrix control fairly early into the round. Do have a bit of utility here on Crate. Smoke and a flash. No upgraded pistols. Kevlar on the rest of the four players. Adrem just letting them pass. Letting them destroy his teammate and only gets one in return. Big mistake. If you let them push your teammate like that, and you play the patience game, you need to get more than just one kill. You guys are right, Gambit are not from Ukraine, so the way that it works on ESEA is all of the servers get automatically set up with the flag that the team has on ESEA, and that flag gets determined by whoever created the team. So if a Ukrainian person created the team on ESEA, they will have a Ukrainian flag. Dosia does manage to find one on Link. Fry answers back. Mo incredibly low. That's a sick flick from Dancy. Gonna go for the bomb plant on that A-bomb site with 10 seconds to go. Plenty of time for a plant, obviously. Mo, he had some sick clutches yesterday, but that was on the AWP. Well, not yesterday, the day before that, rather. Today, he's in a 1-on-2 with only a USP. Does manage to find one, deals a bit of damage on Dancy as well, but Dancy in the end, he gets a triple with that bomb plant. Stifmeister takes the pistol. Gambit forcing up with 4 C-set 75s, 4 smoke grenades, and a scout on Mo. This is an interesting force buy, and it definitely looks like, especially with these smoke grenades, that they have a plan for exactly what they want to do for this one. Yeah, we sometimes see utility on the force buy round, but 4 smoke grenades, no flashes, no nades, no mollies, nothing like that. That's a bit interesting. I don't think I've seen that in a long time. Stifmeister, for the time being, it does look like they want to go over towards that elusive B bomb site. Cease is actually boosted up in towards drop zone. He's not boosted all the way up. He's sitting right underneath it, patiently waiting for his time, for his moment. And finds it. Finds the frag. 2 frags already in favor of Gambit. Now the rest of Stifmeister, they are making their way in towards that B bomb site. Link to the molly, finds Hobbit. Bry takes care of Adren. Bry and Dancy both low on HP. Definitely a possibility here for Seized and Dosia, especially seeing as they picked up Mac 10s, both of them. Seized over towards drop. Dosia on long, he goes down, and Seized obviously just falling back, trying to hold on to the Mac 10 for the upcoming round. Another round on the board for Stifmeister. Gambit had the right idea in terms of trying to stack close towards that B bomb site. Seized was in a good position, getting boosted up. Not all the way up to drop, but right below the edge of the drop zone, whatever you want to call that spot. The timing was great for him. Found a player with a nade in his hand. Did manage to get 1 kill out of it, but that's about it. And now for the full eco here for Gambit. Obviously Seized, holding on to the C-set 75, the Kevlar, and the Mac 10 from the previous round. It's gonna drop the Mac 10, hold on to the CSET 75 for himself, and that's all. They don't invest anything other into the round. No utility, no extra upgraded pistols or anything like that. Hobbit, decent position, does manage to find one. Quick trade coming in from Astro. Sees with the CSET 75, finds one as well. He gets traded out by Craig. Quick info for you guys in chat. I see some of you are having a bit of a discussion. As of right now, the information that I've been given by the organization of Gambit is that Seized is standing in for Gambit. So he's not a main player on the roster, he's merely a stand-in. Going for that aggression up towards A. I'm not entirely sure how Adren got behind Astro. I quite literally have absolutely no clue how he got behind him. Either way, another round on the board for Stifmeister, making it 3-0. Gambit finally with enough money to buy up completely. That being said, they are going to be lacking a bit of utility for this one. As you can see, Adren, Dosha actually managed to get that smoke grenade, seeing as he went for the low armor, the Kevlar, rather than the head armor. 4 smoke grenades on Gambit. 1 nade, 4 flashes. Not the best of utility. Up close towards the site. Mo finds Astro. Craig goes down as well. Link with a trade onto Hobbit. Oh, the wild spray down from Link. He does manage to find one, but a quick trade coming in. Fry is now going to be left alone up towards the plateau area. Quick flank coming in from Dosha. Finds the headshot. Gambing picking up the first gun round in this best of 1. I see a lot of you guys in the chat have a lot of money on this match. I must admit, personally, I can't do all that gambling stuff. My heart just can't take it. Every time I lose, I think like it's the end of the world. Every time I win, I don't really care. But I salute to you guys who can actually deal with all that stuff. Just keep it in mind that if you gamble, you've agreed that the money is no longer yours, so it's a harsh reality. Just keep that in mind. For this round, Stifmeister slowly but surely making their way over towards A. They got one lurker here in form of Astro above the drop zone. Flashbang into drop, no one's home. They're sitting on the other side of it, or outside of the drop itself. Adren finding the initial on towards Stancy. Dosha towards middle, finds the frag on Frey. Three on 5 already, and a good chunk of damage dealt towards Link. He's down to just 30 HP. Remaining 3 players here from Stifmeister still over towards A bomb site. They haven't quite committed to the push just yet. There's 25 seconds to go, so they either have to commit right now or fall back and hold on to their AK-47s. Smoke in towards the balcony area. Dosha right behind the truck. Hobbit peeks out, good timing, finds the frag on Prey, tries for the wall bang through stables, can't quite find Link. Link and Astro, they're gonna fall back, hold on to the AK-47s, and Gambit managed to pick up yet another round. For this round, Stifmeister with the AK-47s saved from the previous round and a few upgraded pistols, but I'm wondering... See, their economy is kind of strange here, because Link and Astro, they saved the AK-47s. The timer went... Well, the timer ran out, basically, which means that they don't get a loss bonus for the round. So they're pretty much sitting at nothing. The rest of the team sitting just at or below 2,000 indicates that they want to go for a force buy. Maybe not next round, but at least the round after that. Would have liked a bit of a bigger investment here from Stifmeister, of maybe Kevlar on Dancy and Fry. But Link, he opens up beautifully in towards B. And he's still alive. Barely, but still kicking. Fry does go down, but Hobbit incredibly low on HP. This is looking good for Link. But the nade, the touchdown, the Kobe. Dosia finds the frag on Link. Cray moving into drop. Now Dosia left alone, all on his lonesome, and Cray takes him down. Stifmeister picking up a beautiful round, all thanks to Link. And the miraculously saved AK from the previous round, holding on to it, getting a triple. All on his lonesome, opening up that B bomb site. Beautiful stuff from Link. Double nade towards drop, that deals a lot of damage on Hobbit and Seized. Nade's going down at pretty much the exact same time. That's why this sound was so strange. And yes, I realized that I just dropped a few frames. Unfortunately, there's absolutely nothing I can do about it, other than apologize. I have no clue why I dropped a few frames, but it seems to be working fine now. Hopefully that will be the end of it. Adren finds the initial on Stiff. Why did I just call him Stiff? His name is Link. Dren and Seized finding one each. Still two defenders up close towards A, two defenders over towards B, and now the two players from B are gonna make their way back towards A. Dosia in such a strong position over here by Matrix. They thought they cleared it, but they definitely didn't. Dosia gets the double. On the side, it's gonna be Hobbit, but he goes down as well. Dosia looking for more. Gray moving in towards the side, trying to go directly for the plant, and should actually be able to make this happen. Indeed he will. A bit of a comfort in itself to at least get the bomb plant, secure a bit more money for your team. And considering that that initial, or that previous round rather, they won that off of pretty much an eco. Should mean that they... maybe not the best amount of money. Caster can't math. I guess that's not a new thing. They are gonna go for a force buy anyways. It seems like that's a bit odd, but it worked out perfectly for them last time. The big question is here, why don't they drop one of the AKs to Link? He did so great with the AK on the last sort of eco force, whatever you want to call it. With the two AKs and the upgraded pistols. Cray doing great in this one as well. Dosia goes down with that aggression over towards Matrix. Smoke out towards Matrix. He's sitting behind it, but it's merely a fake. As you can see on the minimap, the rest of Stifmeister, they are making their way over towards B. Two defenders on B, that's going to be Hobbit and Mo. Mo sitting on the back plat. Hobbit right outside the drop window. That's a fake as well. Stifmeister making so many fakes that they're even confusing me. Like they actually falling back towards A. With only one defender on A, that's going to be Seized. Seized is in a good position though. Oh, the timing. He doesn't spot any of them. They actually get past him without making any sounds. Will the third player get past him as well? Oh. They duck under it. Now he hears them. Finds one, but he doesn't check the angle. Won't find the second or the third. Hobbit does manage to find one over towards B as well. Astro goes down. Hobbit returning back towards the A-bomb site. Fry finds the frag on Mo. Hobbit is now going to be left alone in Hobbit hole. Cray shuts him down, and Stifmeister with a force buy makes it happen. Back and forth it goes, but Stifmeister definitely on the up and up on this one. That play from C's just goes to show you gotta be aware of your surroundings at all time when it comes to Counter-Strike. You gotta make sure if you have your crosshair trained on a player, he hasn't spotted you, make sure you do like a full 360 just to be sure there's no one else right next to you. Guess C forgot that. Gray taking a good amount of damage, goes down to Adren. Seized, making up for what he did last round. Hobbit, that's nice. Beautiful headshot on Fry. Astro finds Adren. 2-on-2 situation here. Trying to pick up the pieces. Gonna be Astro on Link. AK-47s. Hobbit and Dosha. Dosha with a Deagle. Hobbit only on a USP. Meister slowing down. They need to make a move soon, and seems like that move is going to be back towards a flash out close middle. That gets hurt by Dosha. One up close to wall. Oh, they missed the smoke at door. That's massive. Dosha dealing so much damage, and the wall bang comes through. There's no more time. They need to hide. Dosha fall back. Fall back to safety. Hold on to the round, and he will. Astro will take him down and hold on to the AK-47, but Dosha with the wallbang and the missed smoke from Stifmeister is what cost him the round. As I said right before, back and forth it goes. 5-4 on the scoreboard. Stifmeister, once again, their economy is not great. Astro does have the AK-47, save from the previous round, and a few upgraded pistols here for Stifmeister. They're not going to go for the force fire once more, and I think that's it's a good decision. A deep smoke towards long B, but 3 players already made their way up towards long B. Mo finds the first, the second as well. Will he get more? The third. Can he get the fourth? I believe he just spotted the player. He needs to be careful now. Brian taking a good amount of damage. He's down to just 8 HP, but he returns the favor and Mo shuts Mo down, rather. Hobbit finds the frag on Crane. Fry left alone. Hobbit picking up the AWP, picking up the pieces of the round. 5-5, all tied up yet again. Gonna be another low buy here for Stifmeister. This time around, buying a few upgraded pistols. A bit of utility rather, not too much. Dosha with the wild spray down. He does connect on one and deals a ton of damage on Cray and Dancy as well. Now the rest of the Stifmeister squad trying to make their approach towards that A-bomb site. But sees Hobbit, Mo, every single player chiming in except for Dren. Hobbit up close towards the mid area. Fry, last man standing for Stifmeister. Trying to salvage anything. We'll find one. Seized is low on HP, so Seized should definitely be falling back to a somewhat safe position, and you might have seen on the minimap, he was in the most safe position out of all of them. 3 players surviving here for Gambit. Slowly but surely they can start to work on their economy. It's still not great. They need to survive with at least 3 players in this round to be able to work on that economy. Stifmeister, I believe they have something to say about that. Sure, they're gonna try to deny anyone saving in this round, or anyone definitely gonna do their best for Gambit not to secure this round. That's for certain. 6-5 on the scoreboard, as mentioned. Seized again in this position, getting boosted, but not all the way up. Nothing can stop him. He's all the way up. At least he will be close, or soon enough. Oh, he gets taken down, however. Astro, but Hobbit! He answers back with a beautiful double spray down. Astro and Fry shut down in the process. Hobbit incredibly low on HP, down to just 5. Dosha takes care of Crane towards middle. 4 on 2, favoring Gambit this time around. Doing the right thing, going for that 2-2 setup. With that being said though, Hobbit is so low on HP. Sitting close towards the rock area. And that should give him a better opportunity of finding potentially a headshot just like he did. Fancy moving in towards this side. Has absolutely no idea that Mo is sitting over at Chicken. Oh, now he does. Mo reveals himself and misses his opportunity. Dancy moving up close towards the rock area, in towards drop, trying to hold on to the AWP desperately. And will do exactly that as he takes care of Dosha on the hunt. Or Gambit, rather, do manage to pick up another round, making it 7-5. Stifmeister going for another one of these somewhat low buys. Obviously, Dancy holding on to the AWP from the previous round. The rest of the team buying some upgraded pistols, a bit of utility, Kevlar on Astra and Link. But everyone's staying around 2,000 except for Dancy. Didn't have a chance of saving any money. Going for the aggression on Matrix. This time around it works out absolutely perfectly. Drops the AWP and Cray in the process. Astro moving in towards drop zone. Seas should have definitely heard that. A single shot typically means that someone is trying to mask the fact that they actually landed in drop. Now it's going to be all on Link and Frey. Frey spots his opponent in Dosha. Very deep in middle, decides, okay, I'm just gonna fall back. That's probably not the brightest idea to go for that aggression. But Dren getting taken down by Link. I'm not entirely sure how Link got into that position, but it seems to be working out fine for him. Ooh, that's a nice shot from Frey. Frey and Link managing to pick up a weapon each. 25 seconds on the clock. Seized already in a good position. Hobbit as well. And Seas gets the double. Link and Frey falls. Another round on the board for a Gambit. 8-5. 2 more rounds of the first half. Stifmeister with a really good early approach into this game. I've had a few unlucky moments. A few rounds where they got absolutely destroyed by Gambit. Now, as I mentioned, I love rooting for the underdog, and I love close matchups. There's nothing I hate more than 16-0, 16-4, or something in that range. So this is a good indication for me, at least, and I desperately hope that Stifmeister can keep it up and get some more rounds on the board to make this competitive. But as I say, that Dosha on the flank is now a 3-on-2 situation with Fry and Cray trying to find Dosha. Will be able to do exactly that, but Cray taking a lot of damage in the process goes down to just 11 HP. Now they need to make the right decision. Do they actually want to go for this B aggression? Do they want to fall back and try for some A approach? Seems like for the time being they want to go towards B. Only one defender on B, but Hobbit is so close on the flank. He's obviously going to be checking towards B long first. And then he could make the assumption that they might have gone back towards T-spawn. And now he knows. So Dren spots them. Frey does manage to find the frag on a Dren Hobbit. Gets the trade through the smoke. Cray incredibly low on HP. As mentioned, he's down to just 11. Will get the plant, absolutely no problem there, but 11 HP, that's going to be a big problem for him, but the position is so good. Sitting up by the tree, here's Hobbit stepping. Good opportunity for this clutch here from Cray, but unfortunately he decides to sit in the open. I'm not entirely sure what the decision making behind that was. I guess he figured it was so long that he actually heard him step and drop that there was a chance he would have made it back towards connector. The only thing that makes sense right now in my mind, that was kind of a weird position to be playing in a one-on-one when you're 11 HP. Either way, 9-5. Stifmeister going into the final round with plenty of utility, plenty of AK-47s. Fancy gets the initial, Dosha goes down. Dosha has had a lot of luck with his aggression in the last couple of rounds. For the early flank as well. This time around he gets put in the ground instead. Ren sitting over by Danger, needs to be careful. 3 players moving in from Matrix. 1 from middle. Finds the initial, looking for even more. Finds the second as well. Will get traded finally. Dancy is sitting in the fire and the flames. He goes down to 18. Three on 3. Dancy trying to find an angle around that smoke. There's absolutely no gap left for him. Frey. I was so quick that GoToV barely managed to figure out who actually made the shot happen. But look at this. Seized in such a strong position. Flashback comes up. How do you mess that up? I'm at a loss of words. How do you mess that up? I guess the silver lining here is that Stifmeister, they got their 6th round on the board. I'm so confused right now. 9-6. Stifmeister definitely not out of this one yet. Initially, I did think this was going to be a whitewash for Gambit. I did think that they were going to absolutely demolish Stifmeister. So it's good to see at least 6 rounds in the first half. That gives them a good opportunity of getting even more and making this a close and competitive game. Both teams, obviously, but Stifmeister definitely looking for that pistol to equalize the scoreline. With doing so, they decide to go for a 3-man stack up towards A. All 3 over at Matrix, 1 boosted, 2 players. Ooh, they're definitely not going to be looking for the boost now. Dancy, come on, man. Doing a seized in a pistol. Good approach from Gambit. Not so great from Stifmeister. 4 fairly easy frags here for Gambit, not taking too much damage in the process. Trey down towards middle, he goes down to Dosha. Gambit finding the double digits first. 10-6. Stifmeister deciding to go for a pretty much a full force. We have seen a lot of teams following that new trend of not forcing completely in that, you know, loss round. The round we typically call the force buy round. A lot of teams nowadays go for, you know, upgraded pistols, potentially Kevlar, potentially a bit of utility, but they typically hold on to a bit of their economy so they can get more utility in the first gun round, seeing that first gun round is incredibly important for your future economy in that half. Decent amount of damage dealt with those nades. Could have definitely dealt more, but Fry finds the frag unseized. Hobbit on the hunt. On the prowl, finds one of his own. Mo. Ooh, only gets 1, and Trey with a double. That's massive. Hobbit is now going to be left alone in a 1-on-2. Both players on the flank. That could potentially be a problem here for Hobbit. He's taking his time, not making his way towards the side until it's absolutely necessary. That could also be a big problem. He times this wrong. And if Dancy and Link times it right, they could potentially make their way in towards the side as Hobbit. Oh. Does find the angle, but Dancy, with the help of Link, shuts him down. Stifmeister on the force buy takes the victory in the round. Puts Gambit on the back foot. Definitely all on Trey. The fact that he managed to get 2 kills with his CZ75 when 3 players were looking directly at him. A bit of a fluke for Gambit maybe, but definitely props to Trey for being able to do so. Just goes to show the CZ75 is deadly at worst and absolutely nuclear at best. Hobbit finds the initial, but Cray again, he shines. Double headshot on the UMP. Mo gonna be left alone. 1-on-4 this time around, dealing a lot of damage on Astro. Link making his way in towards drop zone from Connector, takes care of Mo. 8th round on the board for Stifmeister. This is one of those few games every once in a while where Gambit initially had a 1, at least if we take off of one of the real money betting sites, around a 1 times, or a 1 odds, I suppose it's called. I'm not a massive gambling person, okay? Whereas Stiff had, like, the most you could get was around a 9.5 return on making a bet on Stifmeister. These are one of the few times where an underdog bet would actually not be that horrible of an idea. It's not done yet, and there's still plenty of opportunities for Gambit to get back into this one. It's looking pretty good for Stifmeister right now. Link finds the initial, Dancy chiming in as well, he gets the double. Looking for even more. The AK-47 tapping away, finds the frag on Mo. Now it's going to be all on Seized, making his way up towards Danger. Bray takes him down. Stifmeister back in it. Their 9th round on the board. One more to equalize the scoreline. 2 more to secure the lead. Super important round here for Gambit if they don't want this one to run away from them. They desperately need this gun round. You see, we have a good amount of viewers watching the game. Very quickly, I want to thank all of you guys for tuning in. Hope you're having a wonderful Friday, and I hope your weekend will be beautiful as well. This time around, Seized finally in a good position and finally managed to do something with that position. Astra is going to be left alone. 1-on-4 situation, not much he can do, even though he got the AWP. It's definitely nothing he can do in this round. Potential of holding on to the AWP, but if you take a quick look at the minimap, you'll see that Gambit, they're already in such strong positions. One is watching middle, one is watching T-spawn. 2 are trying to go for the hunt towards B. And it's gonna be Hobbit in T-spawn, yeah, sorry. Looking for that frag and will find it. Not gonna be able to hold on to that AWP, and it also means that not gonna have that much money for this round. The rest of the team have plenty of money, and they are gonna go for a force buy, pretty much a full buy here. They got 2 UMPs, but as a trade for that, they got plenty of utility. Obviously, it should come as absolutely no surprise for you guys in chat that racism is not tolerated. You will get permanently banned, meaning that you will not be able to chat while I'm covering IEM Katowice close qualifier tomorrow and Sunday. There's going to be a ton of the best teams in the world competing for that one, so take it easy. Nine to 11. Dancy taking a good amount of damage early into the round. He's down to just 4 HP. Gambit going for the slow approach. There's only 30 seconds left on the clock. They need to do something now. 25 seconds. They gotta make an approach towards this B bomb site. They're already in drop. Well, they need these racks. They need to make their way in towards the site with the bomb sooner rather than later. Fry could potentially make some damage here, and he drops the bomb. That's massive. They haven't picked it up yet. If they just hide, they could potentially win this round, and they will. Oh my god. Stifmeister winning on time as Gambit ran down the clock. Took way too long on that approach towards B. Lost the bomb 2 times as they were trying to make their way towards the site. Frey coming up massive yet again. Silver lining is that Gambit, they decide to go for a force buy, and they actually have 2 AKs and a Galil in hand, so they could potentially make this work. That works out perfectly as Astro misses his opportunity towards the site. Adren shuts him down, but Frey gets the trade. Hobbit in a good position in drop, but he gets traded up by Link. Bomb will get planted. Oh, Mo! Okay. Tosha just reminding Seas, you'd better do your job. I'm right here with the Deagle. I'll have absolutely no repercussion if I shoot you. Try to fake the boost up towards tree. Almost line up for Dosha. Having issues connecting the shots, but Seas helping out. And Gambit back in the mix. 12 to 10. Stifmeister. Their economy is right in the gutter. Gambit have a beautiful opportunity of getting some more rounds on the board and make that gap between the two scorelines right now even bigger. This game is, I must admit, it's not that pretty to watch. A lot of mistakes made from both teams. A lot of individual weird plays that, weird enough, actually works out. Like that. Dancy, it's a nice headshot on Mo. Link finds the frag on a Dren. And again, it seems to me that this might be falling apart here for Gambit. They're caught between a nail and a hard place. One player in middle that's going to be seized. This time around they line up for him, makes it a bit easier to actually connect the shots, and he will be able to do exactly that. 3 on 3, and now it should be in the grasp of Gambit. They should be able to pull this one off. Hobbit cements it even further into... makes it even more likely, rather. Link left alone. 1 on 2. 30 HP. Galil in hand. Does manage to find the frag on Hobbit. And the second on Seized as well. Very expensive round for Gambit. Link getting a quad kill in this one. Picking up the AK-47 with that head armor. Taking it into the next round. It's still going to be an eco here for Stifmeister. Or is it? They're actually forcing. Link deciding to drop an M4. The rest of Stifmeister just following along with it. Going for a force buy. Might not be the worst idea. They've had a decent amount of success on their force buys in this game already. On their ecos as well. to 10. Way closer of a scoreline that I initially imagined for this game. I must be honest with you guys, UKCS has been a bit of a meme, just like NACS. They're doing great in this one, that's for sure. Hobbit, a bit of help from Adren, spray down through the smoke. Connects on Crate. Dancy watching, sitting on that flank, patiently waiting for anyone to run into his crosshair. Spray down from Link. He gets the double as well. Both of them being headshots. Adren and Dosha. They'll fall. Seized. Will get the trade. Mo missing his opportunity on the flank. It's Dancy. Astro goes down to Hobbit. Mo is going to be left alone. 16 HP. Stifmeister. I was a bit confused about the force, but I did mention that it has been working out great for them this far. And this round is definitely no exception. Stifmeister pulling the weight. Spray down over towards Rock. Mo doesn't have the time anymore. The round goes in favor of Stifmeister. What is going on? 13 to 11. I just don't know. We can't say that this is all to Stifmeister just playing absolutely phenomenal Counter-Strike, because that's not what I've seen. I've seen a lot of mistakes from Gambit, costing them a lot of rounds, and way too many rounds. To the point where now this is open for any of the two teams. If you're just now tuning into the game, no, the scoreline is not a mistake. Stifmeister are actually getting 11 rounds, potentially even 12 against Gambit. Three-on-four situation. Ren did manage to find one on Link, picking up the silenced M4. Fancy. Astro picking up the pieces, securing yet another round for Stifmeister. 13-12. Quite remarkable. I think most people would agree that the NACS meme is kind of dead after Astralis. Why did I just say Astralis? Cloud9. I got Danish CS on my brain. I'm sorry. There's shuffling going around in Danish CS. I'm broken. Cloud9 secured the major victory against FaZe, the second best team in the world. Now Stifmeister. I know this is just, a lot of people will probably say, a random online game. But still Gambit. Gambit should win this one any day of the week. Stifmeister answering back yet again. Goes, yeah. Left alone, 1-on-5, does manage to find one, but a quick trade coming in from Cray. Cray with the triple for this one, 13-13. Stifmeister doing the impossible. I definitely didn't see this one happening, and none of the bookmakers did either. I took a quick look at the odds that you could potentially get for this match before it started. It was something like you would get 1.5 back, or 1.05 back if you bet on Gambit, and you'll get around 6 or 9 back if you bet on Stifmeister. That's sick. Up close towards the side, Cray does manage to find the kill on Hobbit. Good trade. Ooh, that's a nice shot from Adren. This time around, more or less a full eco. Was that a full eco? I'm confused. 2 players forced? 3 players forced. A bit of a strange round for Gambit, but it seems to be working out fine. It's a good nade on the side. Adren falls. Up on Plat, that's gonna be Mo. He falls as well, and Stifmeister, they managed to pull it back, but the bomb plant should be enough for Gambit to get a buy here, right? It's gonna be a pretty good buy here for Gambit, actually, with that bomb plant. Without the bomb plant, that would have been a bit tough for them. 14-13. If Gambit wants to win this one in regulation, they need 3 rounds in a row. If Stifmeister want to take this one, they need 2 more. For this round, with a quick look on the minimap, it will tell us that Gambit are spread out completely on this one. They got 2 players holding for potential B push. 3 players trying to find an opening over towards the A bomb site. Or over towards middle for the time being. Dancy in a good position. But Dosha, he finds the frag. Dosha with that initial kill. Not much has happened since. Link in a good position. And this is exactly what Seized should have done. Link. Beautiful work. Absolutely brilliant. Astro finds the frag on Seized. It's got to be on Adren and Dosha. Adren looking for the kill on Frey. Will get it, but there's not much time to work with. There's still 1 player on the back of the side. That's going to be Cray. All the way back. Link gets a triple. Cray finds the final kill on Adren. 15-13. I don't know how... I don't know what to do. What's going on? I'm quite literally having a hard time finding the words to describe what's happening right now. Silver lining for Gambit. They still have a decent amount of money for AKs and Galils in this one. They need 2 more to secure overtime. That's what they're fighting for at this point. Back and forth, but it looks like it's going in the way of Stifmeister. And now it's going to be Hobbit left alone, 1-on-4. With a Galil in hand, 35 HP. That's going to be that, 16-13. Can you believe it? UKCS have gone and done it. Taking down Gambit in this best of 1 here on Cobblestone. The Mountain Dew League Season 27.